here at Fairhope, and welcome. I am about to do a bit of a Thrifty Thursday haul video for y'all. Quick reminder, as always, thrifty to me can be anything, whether it's a thrift store, estate sale, yard sale, clearance aisle, dollar store, anything that you get for a good deal. So, and that could be even gifted things, so you'll see that too. I'm gonna zoom out just a little bit. I did a tiny bit of thrifting today. I went to this neat little store over in Mobile, Alabama called Grace Goods, and they have like craft items and thrift store things. Apparently they do classes every now and then, but I picked up some fun little bits I wanted to share. Let me see if I can get stuff out without breaking anything. So I picked up, y'all, these, let me see. Well, good, the air conditioner went off, and I'm going to turn this light on. I picked up some old school Christmas bulbs. Not sure how I'm going to use them or even how I'm going to store them. I need to find something fairly protective to put them in. But look how pretty those are. They had those for only, they had a whole jar of them, and I just picked out a few that I really liked. They had them at only 9 cents each. I probably could have taken the whole jar home for like $2, but I left them. Let's see, what else did I get? Oh, yeah, here. This way we can both look at this. As soon as I walked in the place, I saw these cards. Now, they say golden egg on them, and they are tiny cards. That's not what I paid for them, huh? So here's a little golden egg. It's probably got the instructions on it or whatever. These probably came, I feel like they came in Cracker Jacks or something. But they are just little, each player pays 2 into the pool. So just these precious little cards, with these old images on them, y'all. And I paid more than this little tag says, so I'm concerned that there was this tag and another tag in there, and I didn't pay much more than that, but I just thought those little images were, you know, I had to have them. So I got those, and okay, a couple little metal things. Where's my other little metal thing? Uh-oh. Did I pull it out already? Yes, I did. These 2 metal pieces. Now, first off, this one, I don't know what it's for, if it was part of something that broke or what, but it's just a pretty little metal piece. It was 93 cents, because I thought it could be screwed into an assemblage or part of an assemblage. And then there was this, which looks like, these look like flower stems that could be like bent out or something, and it's on this interesting base. There's a hole in the top, like something belonged there. If y'all know what this is, definitely let me know. But it was also 93 cents. So I got that, and let's see, these I probably paid more than I need to. They were in a basket of like some sewing notions that were very inexpensive, but they are just some like, brass rings. They're all the same size. Brass rings, maybe from a chain, maybe they were cut off of something, maybe they were intended for something, I don't know. And they're just on this ribbon. There's several rings here as well, along with these really interesting like safety pins. Let me see if I can get this one untangled. So it looks like it's something that just came out of like somebody's sewing box. So here, this safety pin looks like a coat hanger. Do you see that? And there's 2 of them in here. I'm going to have to unjumble the threads that are caught in it. So I got those. And then the big purchase there was another Iron Orchid Designs resin mold. So this wasn't thrifty at all. But I just had to show you. It is the Monarch with all of these butterflies. That looks like it could be a moth there, and a couple dragonflies. And I just thought it was too pretty to pass up. So I also stopped by Joann's as they were going out of business and picked up a couple things. I may share that with you next, but I need to put this stuff away first. Oh, and if you want to know something seriously thrifty, I picked up these 2 things in the parking lot outside of there. This, I don't even know, rusty metal ring. It's super sturdy, like it does not bend. And y'all, an old school pull tab from a I don't know, a Coke can. So from the 80s probably. Anyway, okay, super thrifty there. Okay, as for what I got at Joann's, y'all, I have a funny story about it. First off, it's about this. These are just A2 card blanks. I bought 2 packages of them because I might be teaching a class on how to do my iCAD cards. So I was like, you know what, what is it? It was like 30-40% off. But the little girl who was bagging them, I'm guessing is not a crafter of any sort. You know, Joann's is closing. They're just hiring whoever they can get. And she honestly looked at these for a while and looked at me for a while and was like, what is this? I was like, they're card blanks for making cards. And she was like, oh, I didn't know you could do that. I mean, you know, I was so tickled. Bless her heart, you know. Oh, so I got those. I also just got some vellum. Y'all, look at how yellowed this vellum is. I think that's part of the reason I loved it. It's just like, it's been at Joann's a while. So I got just 4 sheets of that. The big 2 things I got, this was not marked down so much as it was clearanced, and but it is some Liquitex Basics acrylic fluid in Payne's Gray. After I left, I realized I should have picked up maybe some other colors too, so I may this week, if I go back towards that area, go back and see, because they had like a gold. Why didn't I get the gold? Am I stupid? No. But this was the thing that really had me going, was the Gamblin Cold Wax Medium. I just felt like I wanted it, so it was like 50% off. So that was a pretty good deal. So that's all I got at Joann's. Oh, the cat is having a sneezing fit in the other room. Anyway, I just had to add those things real quick. So, but do you like that story? It's like, oh, honey. But she's got a job, and that's what matters. So, all right, I will tack on anything else I pick up. Excuse the messy desk. I just got back from running some errands and picked up a couple of thrifty deals I thought I'd mention real quick. I had to go to Michael's for something and just kind of wander around looking for the red stickers that they put on the shelves and stuff. Anyway, I found that this Folk Art watercolor gels paint, which is actually a translucent acrylic paint, they had all of them marked down to $2. So I think it's probably something they're discontinuing. They had a ton of colors, but I just got this Beach Glass, Tree Trunk, and Urchin Black because these are colors I'm pretty sure I would use. So I also picked up, this is some dimensional fabric paint. It's over in their like dollar section when you go to the cash register, where things are like, some are 99 cents and it goes up to $5. These were regularly like $4.99 or $4 that they had marked down to $2. So, and they are good for making the dots on the little paper mushrooms I've been making. You'll have to go check my Instagram to see that. I've picked up, you know, other little things of it at like Walmart and the Dollar Tree, but you know, this is 5 of them for $2. So also $2 was this 8-pack of artist palettes. They had single ones for 50 cents or a pack of 8 for $2. I was like, well, obviously this is the better deal. So yeah, because that makes these 25 cents each as opposed to 50 cents. So, and you know, 8 palettes, sure. Then I had to go to Hallmark to get some cards, and I always like to check out their clearance stuff, and they had, I'm trying to think, they had a random shelf or 2 shelves that were 75% off, but then they had Easter. It was just Easter, like 2 days ago, 3 days ago, something. Easter was 50% off, but Valentine's was 90% off. So I got this favor sack set. So it's got these 2 different, I think 6 of each kind of bag. And they're just white bags with these fun designs on them. And then a thing of stickers to go on the bags. This was 60 cents. Also, I got these for 40 cents. So it's 4 sheets of these cute little stickers for 40 cents. I just thought they were, I mean, look, it's stinking, oh, I'm in the wrong place, stinking cute. Yeah, I don't like that they've got like a don't know if you can see the like glitter effect behind it, but it's not super noticeable on the stickers themselves, just kind of on the background. So anyway, oh, and lastly, I ran to Goodwill. We're about to go on vacation, and I was gonna go look and see if I could find like some shorts and things like that. And I went through the house goods first. I'm gonna zoom out so y'all can see this. So this is a clock. I am sure it came from a craft store of some kind. And yeah, but it was only $4. It does have a little bit of damage. It's got this big made in China thing. I'm gonna paint over that, and I'm sure all the rust effects here are fake. But I think I need to get that battery out. Get rid of that. I think I'm just going to unscrew this and take this whole thing out. And then I can do an assemblage on the inside of it. I think that would be super cute. But again, I need to like cover up this made in China thing and make it my own a little. So if I can get everything off of this, I might just spray paint the whole thing and do something different. But I think it's super neat for assemblage reasons. So that is, that's it so far. I will tack on anything else. I did a tiny bit of Thrifty shopping yesterday. I went back to Joann's, and because I really wanted some of this gold Liquitex fluid acrylic, and I was hoping to get the small jar, but all they had was the big. So I got the big, but I also picked up some unbleached titanium, and also the acrylic, and then I got some resin because it was regularly $30, and I think I got for like 11 or 12. It was 60% off, so that was a good deal. Let me see if I can see on here. $12. Yeah, regularly 30. So yay. Actually, I think both of these I may have gotten even cheaper than I thought I did. Yeah. So the prices I got, this was marked at $347, but I think I only paid, what? $174. And this one, $374. I didn't realize I had gotten such a good deal. So that was really good. Hey, glad I looked at that receipt. Also, I ran by my favorite thrift store in Mobile, and I've been thinking about this. I don't know if this was in this Thrifty Thursday video or the last one. I've done quite a bit of shopping lately. But I went back and got the swans. So, yeah. These are, actually, I was really hoping, these pointing, so this one's facing left and that's facing left. Oh, I was really hoping, oh well, I was thinking they faced in different directions, but I think they're facing the same direction, because if you turn it, it's the same thing both ways. Oh well. But I've been thinking it was only $2. I think it's probably a mold off of Temu or something like that, because there's a bunch of Chinese writing on the back. Let me get this out. But it's just a silicone mold for casting whatever, and I've done a bit of, actually these might be flamingos. Oh, dang y'all, I think these might be flamingos. Now that I look at them, I was thinking they were swans. I guess I could make them swans, but I think that they are, in this one, the cast on it is messed up. Huh. Well, oh well. $2. Alright, that may be it for this Thrifty haul. I'm not sure. If I have anything else, I'll tack it on. We just got back from vacation. Before we went on vacation, I ran to the library to get a couple books to take with me, found more books, whatever. On the way out of the library, our library has a free shelf of books that are donated or books that are discontinued from the library. I always have to stop there. So I did pick up, they also have magazines. So I picked up a magazine. This is the Mobile Bay Monthly. It's a local magazine for Mobile Bay. And this is from this February, during Mardi Gras, as you can see, during carnival time. So it usually has just some neat, especially here in the back, it's probably my favorite, where it has the old black and white pictures. So anyway, I grabbed that because, yeah, personal reasons, but I've been trying to be really good about not just taking any book that's interesting, but there was this 1963, can I get it? 1963 yearbook up there. There was also a yearbook from like 2001. I was like, no. But this one I don't know. You can see there's nothing on the spine. So I was like, what is that? And I pulled it out. And when I saw Black Warrior 1963, I was like, oh yeah, that's a yearbook. So this, y'all, is filled. Bruce was a very popular guy. I've yet to go and find a picture of Bruce, but this book is signed throughout. It does have a slight tinge of an odor. At some point, let me see. I don't even know how I would find Bruce in here. So, because it's not going to be under B for Bruce. Oh my gosh. Is this by class? Yeah, I'll figure out who Bruce is at some point, but this is full of all kinds of great pictures. Anyway, it's a yearbook. It's an old yearbook. I don't need to ever explain that. Let's see, what's next? We went to an estate sale over the weekend. Got quite a few things. I'll show you what I got. Outside they had a shed, and outside the shed they had like 4 or 5 of the big bins just overflowing with fabric. There were a couple of quilt tops, but somebody had grabbed the good ones before me because I could see them like put off to the side, and yeah. So I didn't get quilt tops, but I did get a bunch of fabric. And basically the lady was like, look, pick out what you want. I'll put it in a plastic bag. I'll give you a price for it. And everything's half off. So I'll show you what I picked out. And I ended up getting it all for $1 because she priced it at $2. So, because they only wanted the bins. They only wanted like $10 for the bins, I think. And I don't want to bring home a whole thing of bins. But you can see these are definitely offcuts. I have washed these because I think they had been out in that shed for a while and were musty and kind of gross smelling. It's all clean, it just had a bad smell, so I washed most of it. But there's this fabric here I really loved, and granted it is wonky crazy, but I just think it's neat. A lot of this is probably vintage. So this, let's see, there's a lot of this fabric, just kind of like I said, offcuts and weird pieces. I'm trying to find a place to put it. There are also some like fabric strips like this in here, and then there's smaller ones, just these, I don't know. This one's neat because it's a quilt fabric that looks like a quilt. I thought that was fun. And it's, I don't know, these blues and corals and browns and mustards that I love. Oh yeah, we gotta fix those fingernails. So here's more of that other one. What else did I grab? Oh, I saw this one little thing of lace in there, and so I grabbed it and threw it in there with the fabrics. And it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. So, and it's a lot of it. So I got that. This one I think is super neat looking. And there's lots of it. I mean, most of these are, I don't even know. I'm bad with telling yardage. This one is, I don't know, right where the seams are or where it had been folded. I don't know if that's chewed through by something or if it just got, like, in this Alabama heat, got some dry rot or what. But it's still pretty cool fabric. This one, which feels very vintage. I like this one. You can see lots of colors that really appealed to me. There were one of the whole bins was full of like golds and oranges, and I was like, wow, that's not me. There's a ton of this one, which that is definitely my fabric, and since there's so much of it, I'm wondering if I can make a skirt or something out of it, because there's a lot of it. There's several yards of it. And this one I felt super vintagey about. Look at this. And I think this is probably the first one I grabbed, and that's why I was like, how much is the fabric? But I don't know how old this is. Yeah, I don't know. It's fabric. I got it cheap. I can play around with it. Also there, as soon as I walked in the door, there was a desk, and most of the stuff I got was out of the, yeah, most of it was out of the desk. Like I said, it was 50% off day. I think I said that. It was the second day of the yard sale. So in the desk were all of these things. So there were, I think there's 7 thimbles here, which I just kind of like grab yet because they're like inside of each other. So a handful of thimbles. I'll stand back in now. Handful of thimbles. There was a drawer that had, I don't even know how many different pairs of scissors in it. And I kind of picked them up and squeezed them. This one was marked at $2. It's just some Fiskars. This one as well. Some little Fiskars that I don't even know how much I paid. And a nice little wooden ruler. That I can use for something. I don't know. And then there were all kinds of like old tins there, y'all. But they were, even at half price, were just a little bit more than I wanted to pay. So I only got two. I got this one, which seems really familiar. Oh, it's for Avon. Christmas 1981. But I really like some of the details, especially along these edges. But I thought it could be kind of neat. And then out in that shed, I also found this. I don't even know what it is. It could have been like a spice jar or something. I don't know. It's just a cute little, feels like 70s tin maybe. I don't know. So I got all of that for just over $8. So that's including the fabric. All of that, the fabric, scissors, ruler, tins, everything, $8. Great deal. Great deal. So now I just have to find a place to put it all. So the other thing, and what, I'm not sure. Yeah, hold on. The last thing is I went to Joann's. There's like 10 days left of our Joann's locally being open, but it's in Mobile. So it's like half an hour to 45 minutes for me. So it's not an easy jaunt to go check it out. So I've been there several times. This time they had all the Tim Holtz stuff at 60% off. And they always have the stamps and stencils like locked on, so I haven't been able to get them. And I was like, look, when they get to their lowest price, I'm gonna grab them. So I got two. This is the one I've had my eye on. This is the, does it say? I don't know what the set is called. Yeah, I don't know. If I find it, I'll put it down in the description box, but I am not seeing the name of this one. But anyway, it's got a lot of the, like, y'all, if you watch my junk journal, my art journaling videos, you know I love the small talk stickers. So this has a lot of some of the, here, we'll open it, because this is the reason I went ahead and filmed this video, because I wanted to play with this stencil. So, let's see if we can see a lot of the little sentiments that, like, love with all your heart, do what you love, blessed are the curious, but it's all the little sentiments that are in there. But I wanted to play with this stencil, I think, a little bit. So there is that. And then I hadn't been eyeing this one, but while I was there, I thought, okay, I've got the lady here, right here at the unlock thing. So I grabbed this one too, which has a lot of the, like, moths and bugs and, like, lots of little numbers and things. I think this, like, figure 1, figure 2, and I think there's another thing on here that there was a mushroom, y'all, but I promise you those were all ones from the mushroom one I already have. And this stencil, I believe, is one of the ones that Terry sent me. So I might pass either this one on or the one that Terry sent me on. If you don't know what that means, my friend Terry sent me a huge craft D-stash full of amazing goodies. I will direct you up here. No, up here. Here, as well as down below to that craft unboxing if you're interested in that kind of thing. So yeah, and these were marked $15.99. I got both of them for like $14 something. So I really want to go back to the Joann's and see what else I can get, but I really don't need anything else. So if I have anything else, I'll tack it on. If that is everything, because I don't know how long this has gotten. I appreciate that you came by and watched and stuck through this with me. Let me know if you found anything cool, if you know of any great deals, where you're finding estate sales. I heard some people talking about still using Craigslist and Facebook to find yard sales and estate sales and stuff like that. I tend to use estatesales.net to find mine, at least the estate sales. So, but if you've got a great source for finding them, let me know. All right, guys, that I think is everything for now. Thanks so much for watching and coming by. Bye.